Brutal.
You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Level Up Hoopfest on League Ready. And for our Thanksgiving week triple header, time for the nightcap. Welcome back into the booth. Sam Brief alongside Isaac Trotter. And Isaac, we get Sunrise Christian and Wasatch. This is a classic matchup of great guard play for Wasatch against a lot of size.
Totally, and it's a weird dichotomy because I feel like with Wasatch, it really does start with Cottrell Harmon and Junior County. Both these guys really stir the drink. Then on the other side, it's like, okay, Sunrise Christian's going to trot out Marjanovic. He's all of 6'11". Abraham Miracle Taiwo, 6'8", 6'9". We're going to learn a lot about these guards against a front line like this.
We definitely will, and a lot of guys on Sunrise Christian who we haven't seen yet. So we get that first look, and so does a lot of the nation.
It's all about exposure this time of the year, especially early in the season, and every minute counts, every possession counts. A lot of the coaches are going to be coming back and checking out these games early. If you play well in big moments like this, it sets you up for an opportunity down the road.
Meanwhile, for Wasatch, sort of a name brand team. A lot of those names, Cottrell Harmon, Junior County, Chidi Wigwe, have been on the national radar for years now.
We know them, we know their names, and we know their games too, for good reason. And they've certainly earned the benefit of the doubt. I think the thing is, when you look at Junior County going to UConn premier program that wins, look at a guy like Cottrell Harmon going to a Creighton, a program that wins, like those type of prospects, there's a reason why they're so coveted by routine winners.
Wasatch Academy led by the sixth-year head coach Paul Peterson. Yesterday opened the Hoopfest with a loss, 71-66 to Link. So they look to get back into the driver's seat. Wasatch in the black uniform, Sunrise Christian in the white. And a travel in the corner turns it over to Sunrise Christian out of Bel Air, Kansas, right outside of Wichita. Kyle Lindstead, their head coach, his third year, and their first game of the Level Up Hoopfest tonight.
Haircut was pretty fresh. He clearly got that one done, taken care of ahead of time.
You know you're going to be on TV. Take care of business. Here's Aiden Fife, the British point guard. And it's thrown away towards the backcourt. Avery Moses chases it. Matos driving. It's ripped away, got it back. 2 to shoot, into the corner for Fife. Ran out of time. A beautiful 30 seconds of defense from Wasatch.
Really connected early, just understanding the scouting report, no easy driving lanes, really, really good job all across the board there. I didn't feel like Sunrise Christian was able to generate a single advantage in that 30 seconds.
Here goes Wasatch now. Wigwe to Monsiel. Now the big 7-footer Zelich. How about this matchup? Zelich and Marjanovic. Couple big boys outside. Met by 2 defenders around to Monsiel. Deep triple. No good, just in front of the shot clock. And out of bounds to Sunrise Christian.
Kind of these teams feel like they're feeling each other out at this point in the process. Offensively, it could be a little bit of a struggle at first.
It wasn't yesterday for Wasatch, though. 8 of 13 from 3. They also out-rebounded Link by 9, yet they still lost by 5.
I thought their process yesterday was excellent. They did a lot of good things. They just didn't win the ball game. If they played a similar game at the end today, I think they're gonna find themselves on the winning end.
Taiwo offensive rebound. He's on skates. He traveled. Another Sunrise Christian turnover.
Dragged that pivot foot just a tad. And there you see Junior County. He's only 6'5", 6'6", but his ability to scale up and go guard fours, that's something that's really, really valuable about his profile.
Here's Monsiel. The flip to Harmon. Thought about 3. Now Harmon again. He's bound for Creighton next year to play for Coach Greg McDermott. And it's tipped out of bounds, staying here.
Harmon is just one of those pass, dribble, shoot, big guards that it checks off so many boxes of what you're kind of looking for a guy who can play right away. Good pass.
Quick trigger, it's County following his shot. Now Monsiel takes it back out. It's a 3 for Harmon. First bucket of the game.
He's just got a gorgeous looking jumper. He's like one of those type of guys where every time he shoots it, you think it's going in.
Right, that feels like a Creighton player. Matos drills the 3.
I see your 3, I raise you a 3, and now we go.
Quick pace for Monsiel. It's Weigway. These two teams feeling each other out as it's tipped out of bounds off Matos.
Marjanovic gonna get tested a little bit today, especially in those cross matches there. He held up against Weigway on the perimeter defensively.
6'11" big man out of Serbia. On the ball now as Monsiel takes it. Effective shooter from Detroit. Now here's County rumbling in, and it's ripped away by Marjanovic. Moses running with pace, fouled quickly by Weigway.
Kind of like what Junior County's done early. Just kind of has to finish the play. Really good catch and go drive there. Also had a post up that could have easily been a bucket earlier. Like, he's gotten to the spots he wants to, just has to slow down and finish. But good process, bad result so far early for Junior County, who's heading to UConn.
Committed to Bobby Hurley's program, saying he's ready for a chance to win a national title. Wants to deliver that to Storrs, where they're pretty used to that kind of thing.
Yeah, when you win 2 championships in the last 3 years. And, I mean, the group that they have this year, we had Terrace Reed's little brother earlier, Tristan, who was playing earlier today. And, yeah, there's a reason why UConn's going to be the king of the Big East again this year. I feel like there's a big bounce-back season for them. It's weird saying that after last year when, you know, a down year was them losing in the round of 32.
To the national champions.
Correct.
For some programs, that's a generational year.
A phenomenal year for a ton of teams.
Here's Fife up top, point guard out of Great Britain. Now Moses rumbling in, met by Monsiel. Passes over to the sideline, another turnover.
Feels like the last couple games that we've had, just the turnovers early, I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's just been kind of awkward a little bit early. At this point, you just have to run your stuff and settle in and try to get a good look.
How much of that is these teams just haven't gelled together yet? So many guys transferring.
I think it's a huge piece of it, just kind of understanding how your game and my game kind of complement each other.
County mid-range J falls out. Rebound Marjanovic.
Another good look for County.
So 4 minutes into the game, each team with just 1 bucket on dueling 3-pointers. For Sunrise Christian, it was Matos who's handling now. Inside, Matos off the glass. No, offensive board. Taiwo is there.
Energy, just being in the right place at the right time and getting after it on the offensive glass. I think that's the recipe for Sunrise Christian to hang with this high-powered guard unit for Wasatch.
Monsiel, too strong. Rebound to Moses. Fife, Taiwo, nice touch for 2.
Taiwo just running the floor again. Like, just a couple energy plays there from him is really good stuff to give Sunrise Christian an early lead.
Out of Kebbi, Nigeria. He played at Long Island Lutheran last year.
Great program.
Monsiel takes a tumble. It's a foul on Moses. Back to Taiwo for a moment. We know the Lehigh program, very distinguished. He's got offers in his bag from Illinois and K-State, and tons of room to grow as just a sophomore.
Kind of a tweener, right? Like, he's 6'8" with a lot of speed, length, athleticism. You're just kind of not sure what his body's going to look like. Is he going to be a 4? Is he going to grow into a 5? Is he going to be a 3? Like, a lot of development left for him.
Harmon takes a fall, and they'll call an offensive foul to send it back the other way.
I like this full court pressure here. Like, Wasatch has big guards, like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" across the board here. Might as well get up in the ball and pressure him a little bit.
Mana Winitana just checked into the game. He was exceptional yesterday with 12 points off the bench. It's guard out of Hastings, New Zealand. Now Fife, step back, 3. Little off, offensive rebound though, Matos now. Weaving into the corner, 1-on-2, and Taiwo's tip ends into the hands of Harmon. Now Weigwe pushing it. He goes right to the can, and a foul.
I love that inside hand that he's able to use there to get back to his right hand for that little scoop shot. It also kind of shows the ball to the defender, kind of baits him into fouling him for an and one.
Chidi Weigwe running the floor beautifully. How about this finish?
A little hesitation too, right? Gets the defender leaning and gets to the rack for a three-point play.
Got it over the outstretched arm of Ben Zabatu, one of the Zabatu brothers. A couple of very athletic forwards out of the Congo.
You certainly ramp up your second unit defense, right, when the Zabatu brothers check into the game.
And Weigwe finishes off the and one. It was a big part of Wasatch's game yesterday. 22 free throw attempts in the loss against Link. Moses has it picked away. That was quick hands from Harmon. Monseal. They settle the offense down. In the early going, it's Sunrise 7, Wasatch 6. Corner 3 in and out. And a rebound for the guard, Omar Karem, fresh off the bench. And then an offensive foul. They get Karem on an armbar.
If you're Wasatch here, it feels like it's been a little bit iffy defensive or offensively, but I still like the looks for the most part that they've generated. We'll see if they can just kind of, again, like it feels like it's been a good process, but bad shots on open corner 3, couple drives at the rim, missed a couple layups, had a post up that didn't work out. Like you're getting good stuff off your actions. You have to honestly just trust your stuff and keep kind of working it because you're getting good looks.
They're 2 for 8 from the floor. Here's Jaden Johnson in the corner. Moses all over him. Monseal now to Winnie-Tana. 7 on the shot clock. And Winnie-Tana just misses. Rebound for Zabatu, then a foul. Stays with Sunrise Christian.
A grimy one here to start, and again, I think it goes back to Sunrise Christian's just their size, like the ability to have at least 2 guys that are 6'8" on the floor at all times certainly does change the complexion. But Wasatch, I mean, it's not like this is the first time they've seen size like this, especially after what they did against Link yesterday.
And against that big Link team, they out-rebounded them by 9.
Impressive, really impressive.
We saw Link just manhandle the glass earlier this afternoon. Here's Zabatu.
Nearly had the high-low there, just didn't quite get open.
Matos splits the D. Left hand scoop is good.
That body control is really, really nice. I love the look-ahead pass here, attack.
Weigwe is doing just that, and he gets the foul call.
Those push-ahead passes feel like money in the bank right now for Wasatch, and it's an easy way to get buckets before the opposing defense gets set.
Kyle Lindstedt, formerly an assistant coach at Wichita State, coached Fred Van Vliet. Couple high-level Shockers teams.
Fred Van Vliet, kind of a good player.
Think so.
Kind of a good player.
Worked out for him, didn't it?
One of the best developmental stories in all of basketball, just the ability to grind your way into becoming a essential player for an NBA and a $100 million man.
There's a lot of money to be made if you stick with your development, right? That's the story.
But there's not a lot of Fred Van Vliets, though, either.
But anyone could be the next Fred Van Vliet.
That's a good point.
Might be on your screen right now. Here's Karem. Zabatu motoring in off the glass. So athletic.
Too strong, and then a steal on the inbounds pass.
And it's Matos. He is so nifty.
His body control now on back-to-back layups is just impressive, and basically just stole 2 points there. I think that's called the Jose Alvarado, just coming out of nowhere to steal a pass like that on the inbounds play.
The Alvarado for 2. And Matos has 7 points, so he's outscoring Wasatch by himself. Met by a double. Johnson flips it. Monsieur the three. He rips the cords.
That feels like a big, big shot right there for Wasatch. Had the double team, found the open man, knocks down the shot. Instead of it being 13-6, we're reeling a little bit. Hey, it's okay. We're back into it. It's 13-9.
And 13-9 feels very doable. But this quarter belonged in a lot of ways to Christian Matos and the big men up front.
I'll take one of those, and I will take 2 of these.
4 points in about 4 seconds for Sunrise Christian, which leads by 4 after a quarter here in Utah.
It's not just a burrito.
It's handheld.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh.
Real ingredients.
From the farm.
Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff.
It's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby.
100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic.
Cumin, coriander. It's super tender.
Juicy. People love it. And it's so good with our new red chimichurri.
You're gonna want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
Nike EYBL Scholastic is brought to you by Nike. Just do it. And delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle. For real. And now let's take a look at tonight's Chipotle Player Spotlight. And it's Junior County, who's off to play for Bobby Hurley at UConn next year. And you know this guy means business because not only does he go double chicken on the burrito, but he goes double wrapped. We're talking 2 tortillas.
Game changer, and also the queso and the lettuce and the I mean, this is really, really a high-level order, to be honest. Even without my corn.
True, no corn, and you still complimented
it. I still really like it.
Isaac Trotter almost never compliments a no corn Chipotle order.
I'm just open to evolving and seeing new ways to view the world.
Well, the double wrapping of the burrito, great way to keep everything in there. So, kudos to Junior County, whose team trails by 4 coming into the second quarter. Sam Brief, Isaac Trotter, our wonderful crew with you at the Level Up Hoopfest. Trouble in the corner here. Marjanovic just watches Monsieur fall, watches the ball go in.
I like no call on that one. I felt like there was not minimal contact at best. Trying to bait an offensive foul.
Yeah, let him go. Here's Winnie Tana. Misses from 3, rebound to Taiwo.
Minor thing there, just the pass wasn't quite on target, and that's why the 3 was missed.
Now Moses steps through for 2.
Big and strong. I think Sunrise Christian's strength and athleticism has really, really shined so far early against this a little undersized Wasatch group.
And Wasatch timeout. The athleticism you alluded to, it's been showing out. Here it is, pretty much 1-on-3.
Yeah, that's a really tough move through traffic and really good body control. I just like the way that Sunrise Christian is playing. It feels like they're very assertive. They know exactly who they are, what they want to do, kind of know where their bread is buttered so far early, and they're giving Wasatch real issues.
Be surprised that Wasatch has looked as, let's call it, sluggish to start?
Yeah, I feel like I'm surprised that they've missed so many open shots at the rim. That's a little weird to me. 3 missed layups so far through the first, 8-ish minutes of game action. That's surprising to me and could be something that looms really large later. Like if it's a 4-point game later, think about those missed layups here in the first quarter that, could have really flipped this game.
Right, Wasatch right now just inefficient in their shooting as they stand at 3 of 11 from the floor. Meanwhile, 8 of 13 for Sunrise Christian, which leads it 17-9. The nightcap of our triple header here on a Thanksgiving Tuesday. Earlier today, we had a Link Academy win over Veritas. AZ Compass just edging by Utah Prep, holding off a late rally. And now Wasatch meeting Sunrise Christian. Winitana around a County baseline drive, met by Taiwo with the rejection.
It's a great play by Taiwo just to stay vertical and contest the shot.
Now Matos getting ball pressure right at the logo from County. Matos, the drive, teardrop off, and out of bounds off Winnie Tana. So we'll stay here with a fresh 30 on the clock.
Just 2 rebounds right now for Wasatch through the first, 10 minutes of the game.
That is incredible compared to 11 for Sunrise Christian. How you get 2 rebounds in 10 minutes?
Hard to get rebounds and you can't get stops.
Right. Here's Fife. Weegway's on him. Tough matchup. Fife.
Weegway has 2 fouls too. Had to be careful.
Matos for 3. Bang!
It's amazing. Oh, and another potential steal here on the inbounds pass.
And Taiwo's all over the ball. Wasatch escapes with Winnie Tana. And Monsiel lost it. Out of bounds to Sunrise Christian. 11-point lead with 10 points for Matos.
I did not really expect something like this, and I think Sunrise Christian has really sped Wasatch up. Like, they're making a little bit of uncharacteristic mistakes because of the defense that's swarming around.
The athleticism for Sunrise Christian. I mean, we know this is a program that knows what it's doing. They've pumped out top prospects over the years like Matas Buzelis, Buddy Hield, Matt Harms, and many more. Over 130 Division I players since 2010 out of Sunrise Christian. Marjanovic a 3. Little strong rebound, Weegway.
I do like those 7-footers or 6'11" guys that can shoot threes. That's the new age right now, big men.
Now Weegway just misses, gets his own rebound. Fortuitous. Harmon rises, can't score. Rebound to Taiwo.
Just a wall right now at the rim for Sunrise Christian.
How about Karem? Also short. Harmon flips it, and it bounces out of bounds to stay here.
Fortunate
in a messy
that was
30 seconds.
Yeah, fortunate that was not a turnover. That could have easily been 2 points the other way for Sunrise Christian if it ricochets the right direction.
You mentioned Marjanovic stepping back for 3. I like a 7-footer from Serbia who can extend his range. I've seen that.
Time or 2 or 10. Yep, a big time for sure. That's like it feels like the swing skill set right now. So many 7-footers are coming over, and if you can do all the dirty work and then you mix in a little pick and pop threes, it's like, man, there's a lot of room and utility for that type of archetype in the player.
Oh yeah. Found a 7-footer who can ball. I'm locking myself in the gym until I'm an elite shooter, right? Here's Monsiel. The 3 ball.
Big shot, big shot. Monsiel's had a couple big threes here to kind of keep Wasatch within striking distance, but at some point, you got to get some stops.
6 points now for the Detroit kid. Here's Taiwo. Carefully prodding in off the glass.
Really great drive there. For me, I have to get Junior County more involved in this game. He hasn't scored yet. Near picks up a foul right there, but like it just doesn't feel like Wasatch can do anything, like be a real contender if Junior County isn't playing at the high level that we expect him to play.
Hasn't scored yet. 0 for 4 from the floor.
And that's like not necessarily his entire game, like because he does a lot of other things well. That I love him because he can impact the game on nights when he doesn't score. But I think this group also does need him to be a weapon offensively too.
Stolen away by Karam. Here goes Matos, 10 points already.
And Junior County getting switched onto him speaks to his defensive versatility.
Big time. Now it's Fife, fall away shot, not there. Weegway on the glass.
One of the best possessions of the game defensively for Wasatch.
Held firm. Let's see if they can convert that into some offense. It's been their white whale. Winnie Tana for Zelic, and a foul called on Zabatu. That's the younger of the Zabatu brothers, Ben.
That's the thing with Sunrise Christian. They're just rotating through really, really real size. Like both Zabatus, Ben and John, are coming off the bench and can play. Marjanovic is all of 6'11". We've seen Taiwo put his fingerprint on this one early with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 blocks. Like they got a cavalry of big men.
Big men with length, with athleticism.
Been a real reason why Wasatch has struggled at the rim so far today, in my opinion.
Only 12 points for Wasatch.
And it really weaponizes this point of attack defense. Like you see Moses right here, right up on the ball and can be aggressive because he knows he's got help on the back line.
Matos on Monsiel. Here's Wigwe. Little kick, Winitana. In and out from 3. Out of bounds, will stay.
Really good look, just didn't make the shot.
Yesterday, Winitana was electric. 12 points, 2 of 3 from three-point land, and still searching for his first bucket today. Winitana searching. Wigwe rises, but can't stick it.
Phenomenal baseline out of bounds play, a blob. Great call, just didn't work, barely.
Execution was about 90% there as Matos slices in. It's tipped in, courtesy of Marjanovic.
That's interesting because it felt like Zelic might have gotten his paw on it too a little bit.
Maybe an own goal for Zelic?
Close. But if you're Marjanovic, you're 100% raising your hand, being like, that is definitely my bucket.
And he gets the 2 points. County, Wigwe, 3-ball. That's a line drive.
A little flat on that corner 3.
Now Matos, his team doubling up Wasatch. Just a precise drive for the deuce. And a timeout.
Off-foot floater, like that's high-level stuff. I feel like he has been one of the most impressive players on the floor, Christian Matos.
12 points for Matos, who comes in unranked out of Philadelphia's Archbishop Carroll, a powerhouse of a program. His offhand there.
Jumps off the right foot, finishes with the left hand, a little bit awkward, but man, it is beautiful off the window.
Well, we didn't highlight Matos in the open. So many big names, mostly on the Wasatch side, but undoubtedly Matos has been the player of the game. He's matching Wasatch in points.
And I think it just goes back to just opportunity and like the platform that a game like this represents. And if you can go up against Cottrell Harmon, you go up against Junior County, and you're able to play at a high level, even Mansell, like who's going to Stephen F. Austin, that puts you on the radar for you to also get some calls.
We know the Archbishop Carroll program in Philadelphia pumps out top prospects. Great coaching. So Matos has come in as a senior. He is polished and he looks the part.
Yeah, Big 5 basketball is kind of a tenet of college basketball. You know what I mean? If you're kind of growing up in that area, you know everything you need to know about Philadelphia hoops.
And Sunrise Christian is opened a 26-12 lead here in the nightcap of the Level Up Hoopfest.
You know what's crazy is we're almost through the first half, and I think Wasatch has basically made one layup. They have 3 threes and 1 layup through the first 20 minutes of action. 20 minutes of action.
Remarkable. 4 of 18 from the floor.
Yep.
No points from their bell cow, Junior County.
And Cottrell Harmon's been really quiet as well.
He just came in off the bench. Here's Vuk Lazarevic. Nice pick and roll.
Speak of the devil, there's your second layup of the game.
And that one was easy for the 7-footer out of Belgrade. So we'll see if Wasatch can get just a smidge of momentum heading into halftime.
Now they switch to a little bit of a matchup zone.
Matos looking to attack. Deep triple is good. It is Matos' night.
You let him feel good about himself, and then you pay for your crimes later, because that's the type of player that he can turn himself into once he starts feeling good about himself early in the game.
15 points, still outscoring Wasatch.
That's incredible, especially with the halftime buzzer break just right around the corner.
Winitana, County, the drive. Harmon for 3. Little strong. And it tips to Matos.
Great read by County to get him an open three, and just, I mean, you'll take that every single day. Just doesn't work.
So Matos, 15 points, Wasatch 14. Matos also has 6 rebounds, matching all of Wasatch.
And stole the inbounds pass, too.
Doing everything. 45 to the break, and a bobble for Marjanovic, scooped. And here comes Wasatch. It's Harmon taking a foul from Taiwo.
If I'm Wasatch, I just have to score it every single time I get out in transition because I'm just not getting anything clean and easy against this half-court defense. Have to get to the rim in transition.
The frustration palpable on Harmon's face.
It's also like one of those things, though, like it feels like Sunrise Christian could lead by 20 and they're still not going to feel super comfortable because Cottrell Harmon is so electric and can be so dynamic. Same thing with Junior County.
And Harmon now 10 of 10 from the stripe this week. He had 23 points last night. He has 4 in this one. Senior guard out of Seattle. Hits them both.
Big sequence here because if you can get a stop, get the ball back with 6-ish, 7-ish seconds left, here's a chance for you to kind of double dip a little bit before the halftime break.
Matos splits the D. A 3 for Fife. Money.
Big time shot there by Fife. I've liked his pace so far throughout the first half, and now he gets rewarded with a slot 3.
His first bucket of the night. Now Wasatch ready to hold for the final shot. Getting doubled up, and whistle blows. Going over to the table. The official blew the whistle, then looked in the direction of Coach Peterson.
Maybe he thought that there was going to be a timeout.
It didn't seem to call timeout. And we'll just play on. Here we go. 5 seconds for Harmon. Into the corner. Bobble for Winitana. And that is a fitting way to wrap up quarter 2. Sunrise Christian exactly doubling Wasatch. Just a dominant first 16 minutes.
Controlled the battle of the rim, too. At this point, in the paint, 18 points for Sunrise Christian, just 4 for Wasatch Academy. That's the difference in the game throughout the first half.
And the difference on the scoreboard of 16 points as we hit halftime in Utah. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with quarter 3 between Sunrise Christian and Wasatch.
It's not just a burrito.
It's handheld.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh. Real ingredients.
From the farm.
Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff. It's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby. 100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic.
Cumin, coriander. It's super tender.
Juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new red chimichurri.
You're gonna want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Level Up Hoopfest on League Ready. And in our nightcap, it is a trouncing right now. Sunrise Christian all over Wasatch, 32-16, and Isaac just dominating every facet imaginable.
You can't script a better first 16 minutes than what Sunrise Christian has played. I mean, just the rim defense has been outstanding. Wasatch just 2 for 9 on twos. They've missed at least 4 layups throughout that first half and really just haven't been able to get into any rhythm. Sunrise Christian's athleticism and their togetherness has been really impressive in the early going. They're going to be challenged by a team that, you know, in Wasatch it does have more high-profile talent, but hasn't played, you know, like a coalesced group in the first half.
And with so many big names, the best player on the floor has been 13 in white, Christian Matos. Dominating for Sunrise Christian. Here's Monsiel. Now a 3-ball is good for Harmon.
I think it was Junior County that gets on the board there with that little sidestep 3, though. And that's his first bucket. Needed to have him. Just have to have it here in the second half.
County was scoreless in that first half, as you mentioned. And it's Monsiel with a nice move, and he can't hit the 3. Out of bounds. We will go the other way. Sunrise Christian ball.
Let the record show, I disagreed with that call. I thought that was.
Let's get you some stripes.
Yeah, exactly. I thought Wasatch earned another opportunity. Little token pressure here again. I think this is more.
And
wow,
that pressure pays off. Lazarevic chases it out of bounds. They say it hit Marjanovic last, so Wasatch gets the ball.
Yep, that's like that token pressure is interesting because sometimes it can work to just slow down opposing offenses, get them into their set a little bit later. But then when you also get the turnover, that's a huge part of it too.
Official sorting things out with Paul Peterson on the Wasatch bench.
Now, Wasatch has run really good baseline out-of-bounds plays in this one. They had a great one that they dialed up, a screen-to-screener action that missed an easy dunk. Look at this set right here. Monsiel, he's 6'4". He's got a little bit of a height. I wonder if they lob it to him right over at the rim. They did lob it to him, but not at the rim.
Now he gets it over to Harmon. County in the corner. He just hit a 3. Goes over Moses. Now Wigwe. Lazarevic, nice set.
Great passing there. Just the ball just popping all over the place. Tic-tac-toe offensively right there.
Wasatch coming out with a little moxie out of halftime.
Here comes the post or the double, and they get a turnover.
Yeah, Monsiel rips it away. Up to Wigwe, and he's blocked.
Ooh,
Fife rips it away.
Thought that could have been a foul there. Oh, and now we have a foul going the other way.
So County fouls Fife.
Good drive there by Chidi Wigwe. Just couldn't get to the line. I thought he got enough contact there, but a good start. Like it's like a little bit of just like swagger and competitive fight from Wasatch here in the opening 90 seconds.
Down 32-16 at the break.
Quick 5-0 spurt, and you're just trying to string together a few more stops, and they've done it with ball pressure.
Few more 5-0 spurts, and we got a ball game. Messy play. Foul on Lazarevic, who says, my bad. Maybe the most jarring stat is that in the first half, a guard for Sunrise Christian, Christian Matos, had the same number of rebounds as the entire Wasatch team. 6.
Cannot happen. Just absolutely cannot happen in the second half.
He also scored 15. Now Matos. In and out for 3. Offensive board for Karem.
Great hustle.
Matos again. He prances inside. Met by a double team. Karem thought about it. He's got the 7-footer in his face.
Doesn't look like he wants to take him yet. Now they're able to get cross-matched off of it.
Karem. Wigwe all over him. He rips it. Chidi Wigwe, the hammer.
Great start here from Wasatch. Just extremely aggressive, imposing their will early.
A 7-0 run out of halftime. Marjanovic, trouble, turnover. Monsiel, nice pass. Give me that for Wigwe. 9-0 run, timeout. Sunrise Christian.
Play defense and you will be rewarded. Wigwe with back-to-back hammers.
We have seen nothing but muscle. He says, my ball, my points. So what's happened? Wasatch looked like a shell of itself in the first half. No longer.
I think it just comes down to just being like a little bit of fight and being like, hey, we're not going to go out like this. And again, it does start with defense into offense. We've seen that a little bit here in the first start. Like they're on a 9-0 run, and 6 of the 9 points are strictly off of taking the basketball away and immediately turning it into buckets. It's a really great recipe. Sometimes it feels like with teams, like when they expend so much energy to get back into the game, and then it's like, all right, now we're tied. Like, you got to keep going. That's the challenge for Wasatch right now. Like, you're punched back. Like, can you sustain this type of desperation here midway through the third?
On the flip side, Sunrise Christian's been shut out for the first 3 minutes. Just a chance to regroup. Who do you turn to here as the full court pressure comes?
At the same time, like, Christian Matos has been really good, but I also like Avery Moses as well, number 23 in white. When he's on the floor, he's been able to get a good paint touch. He's on the bench right now, but there might be a chance where he might have to just get back into this game.
And a brutal 10-second violation.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, Avery Moses would be checking in right now if I was a head coach. Here's a big possession here for Wasatch. If you can just build this momentum again, you can get this back within a 2-possession game with a bucket here.
Already a 9-0 run for the Tigers of Wasatch.
Great set.
Monsiel, corner 3, fouled. Matos bumped him. 3 free throws coming.
Mansell ran off of multiple screens there, and you're forcing Matos to like kind of pivot his way through multiple guys and gets lost in the shuffle, and in the hurry to get back out there, clips him on the side. 3 free throws on the way for Wasatch.
And it's a sharpshooter from the stripe, Manu Monsiel, guard out of Sterling Heights, Michigan in the Detroit area. Committed to play college ball at Stephen F. Austin. And that's still new for Monsiel, just committed last week.
Yeah, Matt Brower does a really good job there. First-year coach for Stephen F. Austin, a former Texas Tech assistant. And to get a player like that, a 6'4", can really shoot it. You can play him on the ball. You can play him off the ball. Like, that's a really, really nice-looking prospect for the Lumberjacks.
Monsiel ranked number 45 in his class in the SC Next. All 3 free throws make it a 12-0 run out of the locker room.
An avalanche.
Trap in the corner. Matos feeling the heat. And a timeout called by Sunrise Christian. Everything is going right for Wasatch.
This is like a 12-0 run is called a kill shot in college basketball circles. If you put a few of those together, that's the recipe to win this game. And it's amazing how quickly the switch has flipped, because at halftime it felt like Sunrise Christian just controlled literally everything. And we're not even to the halfway point of the third quarter, and Wasatch feels like it has completely flipped that, and they control literally everything right now.
And just seeing the body language in this Wasatch huddle, this team is focused, dialed in. First half must have been a wake-up call.
It certainly was a wake-up call, and I do think it goes back to just that commitment to guarding and making their life super uncomfortable. And for the most part, I feel like these big guards for Wasatch are starting to impose their will, just really heating up the basketball and forcing mistakes.
Moses back in the game for Sunrise Christian. I know a move you quite like.
Yeah, no, I think that you have to find a way to get Avery Moses heading downhill, because he's so big and strong. He's got a nice little dexterity, too, with his ability to change directions. That feels like a good get-out-of-jail kind of free card right now for Sunrise Christian.
And Harmon fouls Moses. Things were getting really chippy between those two.
Competitors, like, it's not going to end either, because both those guys, they're physical type of players. They play with an edge.
Yeah, watch those guys. A lot of pushing and shoving between Moses and Harmon. Here's Marjanovic. Foul on Harmon.
Kind of like that, though, from Wasatch. You kind of funneled the ball to Marjanovic, make a big man try to dribble the ball up the floor. Then they sent the double team at him. It's a good way to potentially generate a turnover. Unfortunately, just got whistled for a foul.
Matos weaving in, blocked. It's Weigway, and then Taiwo, and one on the putback.
Feels like Taiwo's at the right place at the right time multiple times so far tonight.
A lot.
That's not a coincidence either. When you could say that about a guy over and over again. That feels just like a huge bucket to stem the tide.
And here's Taiwo, right place, right time, and the foul. Abraham Miracle Taiwo out of Kebbi, Nigeria, misses the free throw. That was the first bucket this half for Sunrise Christian, stopping a 12-0 run. Harmon the miss. Lazarevic just loses it, then fouls Marjanovic.
Some weird missed layups in the half court. Getting all the way to the cup and just the ball will not go in right now for some of those half court layups for Wasatch.
Now we'll march down the floor.
Yeah, now here's the most important part right now for Wasatch is you just have to defend without fouling. It's weird because you're trying to be aggressive, you're trying to take the ball away, but you just can't foul right now because it's free throws.
They have already committed 5 this quarter, which puts Sunrise Christian in the bonus. 4 minutes, 30 seconds of bonus basketball. Big opportunity, starting with Marjanovic.
But you can't necessarily be mad about it, though, because it felt like their aggressiveness kind of got them back into the game with their defensive and ability to take the basketball away. But defending without fouling, honestly, utmost priority the final 4 minutes and 30 seconds of this third quarter.
That'll top our list. And Marjanovic the miss. Sunrise Christian still has yet to hit a free throw in this game. Now 0 for 3.
Basically like another forced turnover right there for Wasatch.
Here's Monsiel. And it's tipped by Marjanovic. 7 on the shot clock for Harmon. A little bobble, kind of wild on this dribble. Gets it up and blocked. And now Matos swoops in. He's fouled by Harmon. So your defending without fouling thing not going well.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a frustrating possession because I felt like Wasatch ran really good action there. Had a back cut for Junior County that was open. Just good hands to get a deflection there by Sunrise Christian, and then they're rewarded with a takeaway and now a chance for their best offensive player today, Christian Matos, to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
3 fouls on Cottrell Harmon, meanwhile, all this half. So he's got to be careful. You foul out with 5. Matos, the first free throw for the Buffaloes all night.
I feel like it will not be the end of the free throw brigade here. You're going to have to make some free throws here in the second half.
Zabatu comes in for Marjanovic.
Marjanovic made a couple really nice defensive plays lately to try to get a couple extra stops. And all of a sudden, back up to an 8-point game, you start to feel a little bit better about yourself if you're Sunrise Christian.
If you're just joining us, 12-point run out of halftime by Wasatch, but since then, little 4-0 mini run for Sunrise Christian. Here's Monsiel. Drives inside. Weigway lost it, and they'll get a foul call on Taiwo.
Yeah, not the best spacing on that offensive possession there. It felt like they were trying to clear the side open for Monsiel to get downhill, and Weigway just kind of got in his way, but still, we're able to get a foul. Now you try to go again.
Another foul. Again, it's Taiwo with or rather Moses this time with a push. That's his third, so Moses will take a seat. That's a guy you've been pining to get more minutes.
Yeah, now that's 9 fouls combined for these two teams here in the first 4-ish minutes. It's been a little bit nickel and dimers so far. I like this. I like mid-post backdowns for Junior County.
Monsiel for 3. In and out. It tips to County. Back to Monsiel.
Thought he was going to take it again. Little reload. Yeah.
He'll reload now. And can't hit it. Goes to Fife.
2 for $1 did not work out.
So an 0 for possession for Monsiel. Fife plunges in. So smooth.
He plays with really great pace. Little stop, start, hesitation dribbles. Is able to get all the way to the rack, and it's back up to 10. Really impressive response here from Sunrise Christian.
Timeout. Here's the British guard, Aiden Fife. You like his pace.
Yep. that little hesitation right there at the three-point line, is able to coast in for the right-handed layup.
Smart move for a player born overseas, across the pond in Britain, but high school in Bel Air, Texas for a couple of years before coming to Sunrise Christian. Fife also got some international time with Team Great Britain at the FIBA Under-16 Eurobasket.
A little bit of like a game of runs here developing here in the third quarter. A 12-0 run for Wasatch to open the frame, and now a 6-0 run here from Sunrise Christian to kind of stem the tide a smidge. I feel like this game has one more big run in it that could decide it.
Maybe a couple more.
That's a good point.
32-16 the lead at halftime for Sunrise Christian, and then Wasatch came out with just a punch. 12-0 run out of the locker room. Sunrise Christian, though, you have to compliment the way they've stabilized things since.
And I do think it comes back to the guard play, the little bit, just like Fife, a little bit under control, not turning it over against some of this relentless pressure and able to get downhill, get to the rack. Christian Matos being able to stem the tide, understand like, hey, like I know the pressure's coming. I'm going to get rid of it when I get two defenders on me. We're not going to turn it over and give them, turnovers into touchdowns on the other end. If anything, it feels like Sunrise Christian's best defense has been an offense that has quit turning it over the last little stretch.
On the night with 10, but a good chunk of them came during that 12-0 run. Since then, more polish. Here's Monsiel, 3-ball, short, and it tips to Fife. Monsiel's 0 for his last 3.
I'd really like to see Junior County get more touches offensively.
The kick, the 3, no good for Karam. And it caroms to Zabatu. Taiwo going inside, working on Lazarevic, finding nothing. So a reset here for Fife. Winnie Tana's all over him. Here's Fife. Time to move. Step back Jay. Bounces out, rebound to Monsiel.
That would have been a backbreaker for Wasatch because they defended pretty well for like 55 seconds there. And good that they ended that possession with 0 points allowed, or that would have been a killer.
And a high dribble possession for Sunrise Christian. Here's Wigwe. Slashes inside. Back out. Monsiel, mid-range J. Money.
He just has a great feel for as a scorer, especially off that pull-up. When he's getting to his right hand, it looks good and clean. Stem the tide there. Again, stop that 6-0 run from Sunrise Christian with that bucket.
Matos. Off the glass, no. Still scoreless this third quarter after 15 in the first half. Winnie Tana, County, 4-2.
Great extra pass. Could have gone up through 2 guys. Instead, dumps it off to Junior County for an easy layup. And here we go again.
6-point game. We're within 2 possessions. And the full court pressure. Ball trickles out. It stays with Sunrise Christian.
I like the full court press after makes for Wasatch right now. It has certainly given Sunrise Christian some issues.
Marjanovic back in.
Probably just because they trust him as a ball handler a little bit more than some of their other bigs. I feel like they can just lob it up to him. He'll make better decisions and won't get sped up and get a turnover. Makes sense. They also are good move to get Avery Moses back in, although he has to play under control here.
3 fouls for Moses, who's got it now. Minute left in the third in a 2-possession game. Here at the Level Up Hoopfest. Matos fouled. That's on County.
Kind of a mature move there because you're in the bonus, and he saw Junior County kind of put his hand in the cookie jar, so to speak, and he just kind of does the Chris Paul wrap you up, and I'm going to get to the free throw line now for 2 free throws.
Your hand in the cookie jar, I make you pay.
Yeah.
And Matos looking for his first points of the third. Native of Philly, now with 16 on the night.
Yeah, 15 in the first half, and now he's kind of getting it going here towards the end of the third. I feel like they're going to need a couple more big buckets from him down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Maybe more than a couple.
He just plays with a lot of confidence, and the swagger is certainly obvious.
You can see it. Just composed.
Yeah,
right?
he's not scared at all of guards that are, hey, I get it. You're going to UConn. You're going to Creighton. Like, come get these buckets.
All that matters tonight is this game, not where you're headed. What pressure he's given a County. Now Monsiel off a screen. Mid-range J, money.
That pull-up going to his right hand is like really like free cheese right now.
Cheddar, Swiss, Motts.
We'll go with cheddar.
It's
Sharp
cheddar.
Yep.
Hey, great minds think alike. It's sharp for Monsiel, and he's on the ball now.
Got to get a stop here. Just got to get a stop.
2-possession game, waning seconds of quarter 3. Fife into the corner. Karem up with it and one with .4 on the clock.
Great move there to keep his pivot foot on the ground, get back to his right hand, and gets a little and one action on the little float game.
And you said Wasatch needs a stop. Worst case scenario.
Yeah, now it could be a 3-point play. Feel so good about yourself, right? Like you trim a 16-point halftime deficit down to 6, and now it's could be 8 or back up to 9 even if he makes this free throw.
A backbreaker. And Karem's first bucket, now his first free throw attempt. 9-point game. County blocks, so Karem will get a block on the stat sheet, and we will roll away to quarter 4. So Sunrise Christian led by 12 at the break, leads by 9 now. Thanks to this and one. Omar Karem putting in the work. Now for the final 8 in Utah.
It's not just a burrito.
It's handheld.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh. Real ingredients.
From the farm.
Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff, it's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby. 100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic,
Cumin, coriander, it's super tender.
juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new red chimichurri.
You're gonna want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
Nike EYBL Scholastic is brought to you by Nike. Just do it. And delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle, for real. Back at the Level Up Hoopfest, Sam Brief, Isaac Trotter, our wonderful crew with you. It's a 9-point lead, Sunrise Christian over Wasatch. And you know the stars of tomorrow are on your screen right now. Here are just a few of the many players from the EYBL Scholastic to make it to the NBA. And we could make this list way longer. This is just a sampling.
That Mountain starting lineup is still crazy. Liam McNeely, Asa Newell, Derek Queen, Cooper Flagg, and a lot of these rookies are just balling at the NBA level right now. Edgecombe has been phenomenal. You know, Jeremiah Fears for the Pelicans has been great. Colin Murray-Boyles has stepped up defensively for the Raptors. A lot of really good players that have played on these floors.
And now trouble in the backcourt. Monsiel the steal. Winitana back to Monsiel as Wasatch is within 3 possessions after a tumultuous first half. They're still in it.
Harmon back on the floor with foul trouble. He's got to have a big final 8 minutes here.
He's got the big man on him. Flips it, corner, 3-ball. Winitana sticks it.
Big time shot, really good read by Harmon. Sometimes when you're in foul trouble, you feel like you haven't had a big imprint on the game. You come in, try to be aggressive offensively, but good read to get an open 3.
And
here's
then
a steal.
It was bobbled by Matos. Winitana to the can, and one. Winitana's moment.
It's amazing how it feels like after every little break, Wasatch comes out with just a different gear defensively. At the beginning of the third quarter, they did it, and here again at the beginning of the fourth quarter, little break, they just come out man-possessed, able to get 5 straight quick points to get back into this.
We saw Winnie Tana play very similarly yesterday in the second half in an eventual loss to Link, but this guy can score buckets in a hurry.
I really like how he plays off of like the big 3 guards, right? Like he just feels like he settles in. Sometimes he can run the show and play on the ball. Sometimes he can play off the ball and kind of doesn't really take much away from Harmon or Mansfield or even County, but he's just additive, an additive role player.
Out of Hastings, New Zealand on the North Island, Mana Winnie Tana. So it's a 4-point game. It felt over at the break. It's never over. Wigwe's on Matos. Compliment to Matos.
I love this matchup here, yeah.
And Wigwe pokes it, but the whistle blows with a foul on Chitty.
Yeah, he tried to back tap that pass or that dribble to try to get another free layup, and he's had really good hands defensively so far today, but just got a little too much of the arm.
It's his 3rd foul.
So 3 for Wigwe, 3 for Harmon. Something to monitor here down the stretch.
Winnie Tana's all over Fife. Wigwe switches. Now Marjanovic. Boy, Sunrise Christian feels on their heels.
Yeah, who's going to settle us down at this point is kind of what it feels like.
Could it be Matos? 5 seconds for Fife. He's lost. The 3. Off the front end. Rebound Wigwe.
Another terrific defensive possession here from Wasatch. They've been dialed in early here in the fourth quarter. Got a mismatch.
1 possession game here. Winnie Tana cooks. Wigwe to Monseal. Winnie Tana, the triple.
It's his time. Fourth quarter, shortest guy on the court. He's playing huge right now. A personal 8-0 run.
And now Wasatch within a point after trailing by 16 at halftime. Wow. They'll call a foul on Monseal.
Monseal taps himself on the chest, being like a little bit my bad. He kind of felt like he may have gave one away there.
It's his first, so with a lot of guys in foul trouble, maybe that's a win.
Yeah, that's okay.
3rd team foul on Wasatch, so 2 more put Sunrise Christian in the bonus. Matos, Marjanovic, lost it, staying here.
Monseal has basically not come off the floor all game. He's up to 23 minutes, barely had any time to rest. See him kind of keeled over a little bit. We'll see how his conditioning is here down the stretch.
Good observation by you. We'll monitor. Matos, a dagger 3.
He's been awesome, man. Just absolutely awesome today.
22 for Matos. Coming alive now. Almost halfway through the 4th.
I feel like his offer list is probably going to triple in a couple months.
I think so. Nice touch pass. Winnie Tana fouled. 3 free throws coming as Taiwo just tackled him.
It's amazing how it feels like this team. It's just like you have 3 Division I guards, 2 high major guards, and it's your 6th man coming off the bench that the team is going to in the fourth quarter. If he makes these 3 free throws, that's 11 straight points that he has scored for Wasatch.
And before that run, Winnie Tana had 0 points.
Incredible, incredible.
So it's not just that a possible 11-0 run is in the offing, it's that he started from nothing.
And it's amazing how much a couple good defensive plays really just set the tone for your offense. And he had a really big steal here early in the fourth quarter. Hit a corner 3, start feeling good about yourself, get a mismatch on a big, hit another corner 3, and now here we go back to the free throw line for 3 more free throws.
Make it a 9-0 run, orchestrated by one man, Mana Winnie Tana.
And here's the thing, too. Like, don't think he's coming off the floor anytime soon. When your sixth man starts rolling like this, yeah, maybe you didn't start the game, but if you're on the floor to close it, that's almost more important.
Right, we always pay attention to the starting five. Who's your starting five? I want to know your closing five.
Correct.
2-point game. Here's that full court pressure.
Feels like Matos has to play big here because he's their source of half-court offense right now.
He gets trapped, throws out of it. Still Sunrise Christian ball.
Really lucky to get away with that. I don't like how congested Sunrise Christian is right now. It just feels like there's no easy, quick options to alleviate against some of this pressure.
Now the trigger for Fife. Finds Taiwo, but poked away.
Now, a good pivot there by Sunrise Christian. They sent Matos deep. Potential could have thrown it deep to him there. Like they're trying different inbounds plays here, but it feels like Wasatch is just swarming.
Everything they're trying, Wasatch is answering.
Here comes the double. And did he step out of bounds?
They're calling a foul. It's Monsieur's second.
Interesting. Okay.
Fourth team foul for Wasatch, so one more puts Sunrise Christian in the bonus.
So stressful when you can barely get the ball in bounds right now, and you're just struggling to get the ball across half court. You're just trying to hold on for dear life. Like, that's a horrible feeling.
And these will be a horrible 5 minutes. Here's Karem. And they can get nothing, just getting hounded every touch. Taiwo.
Good cut.
It's Matos throwing it up and out.
Really good cut, but just could not finish it through traffic. Ooh.
Well, Monsieur was open, so was County. Hits the triple.
He's a big-time player, man.
First lead of the night for Wasatch.
Again, he feels like such a guy that he makes every team better when he's on the floor.
And desperation for Sunrise Christian. Can't find any space. Taiwo, the miss. A foul. Late whistle on Harmon. Number 4 on him.
Boy, that's a little bit unfortunate.
This 3 by Junior County gave the first lead of the day to Wasatch.
He's tough. He's physical. He guards multiple positions. He can pass, and he rebounds well for a guard. But then when you add in a little bit of the jumper, that's when it starts to get really, really fun thinking about his potential upside. Like, Dan Hurley's got a real gem here in Junior County.
8 points, 2 of 2 from downtown for County. And a tie game. So that was a huge call on Harmon. Not only the 4th on Harmon, but also putting Sunrise Christian in the bonus for the next 4:05.
Yeah, a lot of layers on that call. Good call. I do like keeping Harmon on the floor right now, though. Like, no need to sit him with 4 minutes left. Just trust one of your best players, like, to play clean for 4 more minutes.
Use him or lose him.
Yep.
And here's Harmon with it. What a game. Nightcap of our triple header here on Thanksgiving week.
Turned into from a slight sleepy game into like a really, really fun game here in the second half.
Weigwe rumbles in, the miss. Rebound, Moses.
Yeah, I really like Moses. It's just like, he feels like he makes winning plays for this group, and they're going to need a couple more here in the final 3.5 minutes.
Matos has been the playmaker. He's double teamed. Passes out of it. Down low. Skip pass, Fife, long 2, well contested by Monsieur.
Little slow. Sunrise Christian just a smidge slow again, trying to beat that double team. If they go a little bit faster, I think they would have had a higher quality look.
Taiwo's on Winitana here, bit of a mismatch. Winitana looking to cook him, can't get by him.
Great defense, way to move his feet.
Monsieur Trey off, tip back, Weigwe.
Weigwe's made some really nice effort plays, I think, in the second half. Obviously had a couple steals that he had, a couple hammer dunks. Those are the fun ones. But big offensive rebound there and a putback to give him the lead with less than 3 to go.
9 points and 8 rebounds for Chidi Weigwe. Strap in for the finish. Karem.
kind of want to stay away from the corners or like the sidelines. It feels like Wasatch could bring a double team out of nowhere.
Oh, Taiwo open and converts.
Right place, right time. We've said that a few times today with him.
And Sunrise Christian calls time.
Man, this has turned into a banger.
Wow,
a little bit of a banger here down the
game.
stretch.
It was 32-16 at the half.
They just lose him just a smidge. Blew the missed assignment defensively and give up an easy layup on the back end. Like those type of scouting report mistakes with this much on the line, like in the closing stretch, like it's just, those are the ones you just can't have defensively.
Meanwhile, Sunrise Christian in the driver's seat on the scoreboard, but Isaac, it feels like Wasatch is so firmly in the driver's seat.
Totally, and it's just because they've been able to get a lot more high-quality looks here in the second half. Like, and it hasn't just been threes. In the first half, felt like they got nothing at the rim. That has completely changed here in the second half. I mean, Sunrise Christian in the second half alone is shooting 58% from the field, 14 of 24. When you can't get stops, that's a little bit of a scary sight here late in the game.
They have the same number of field goal attempts in the first half and second half, 20. They hit 5 of them in the first and 12 in the second. There's the game.
Yeah, that helps. That helps.
13 points from Manu Mansil, 10 from Mana Winitana, who scored all 10 of those on a personal 10-0 run. But the game-high scorer is Christian Matos. Shifty guard from Philly with 22 points on 4 of 5 from downtown.
They haven't gone to it a ton, but I'd be curious if they can do a little mid-post back down here for Junior County against some of the smaller guards for Sunrise Christian on the floor. Can you get your big guard matched up against them on those mid-post back downs?
By the way, Sunrise Christian in the bonus, they've only committed 2 fouls, so still a couple to give coming down the stretch. It's Harmon, right to the can, over Taiwo.
Through contact there, that's a really tough finish.
Probably wouldn't have minded a whistle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark. Wasatch in the lead. They trailed 32-16 at the half. Matos. Getting a screen from Marjanovic. Goes inside, fouled. It's Mansil.
Man, that's so frustrating because it feels like Wasatch is selling out to stop Matos, and they still can't do it. He's able to get to the free throw line and a chance to give Sunrise Christian the lead back. Man,
Christian Matos.
The ebbs and flows of this one, the starts, the ends, the leads, the ties, it's been a fun little finish to a game that looked a little dormant at the half.
A little dormant.
I'm being kind.
I mean, we were thinking, okay, we finished the night with a deflating blowout. And next thing you know, 51-51. And the lead back with Sunrise Christian.
This is the fun part of the game where execution is everything. Can you get the shot you want in pressure moments?
Harmon's got the big man on him. And tipped away by Karem. Quick hands for Sunrise Christian.
These sideline out-of-bounds plays. Can you steal a bucket or two late? It could be a differentiator here. Wasatch has run good stuff on their baseline out-of-bounds plays. Can they get one here on the slob?
They got it to Harmon. 15 on the shot clock. Screen from Zelic. Mansil for 3. In and out. Rebound to Matos.
Really good look. Really good look. Now you got to bear down and get a stop.
Wasatch's defense has been tenacious this half. Harmon on Matos. The double. There's Marjanovic. Karem. 7 on the shot clock. Minute left. Karem. Deep tray. Way off. Rebound Wigwe.
You can push it here if you want. Yep.
At the 50-second mark. Harmon.
Been a lot of pick and rolls with Harmon right now late.
Harmon makes his move. The kick. And a foul on Sunrise Christian. Remember, they had a couple to give, so just the 3rd team foul as that goes on Fife. What do you draw up here?
They've been really comfortable going with those middle pick and rolls for Cottrell Harmon, but to be honest, like, it feels like they really haven't gotten good looks in those middle pick and rolls with Cottrell Harmon. For me, it's Junior County on a mid-post back down. Like, he's 6'5". He's made great decisions. They've run it 3 times in the second half and gotten 3 wide open looks. I'd go back to it here down the stretch.
If it's not County, who might be that secondary option for Wasatch?
Mansell has been terrific getting to his right hand on those pull-ups. We've seen him hit multiples from about the 15 to 17-foot mark. He's been really, really good as well tonight. Those are like those 2 little options. I'd also be careful if Weegway can get after it on the offensive glass. Him as a cutter or offensive rebounder could be worth a way to steal 2 points here late.
We know Wasatch has options. Folks, this one's been a thriller, our nightcap for a Thanksgiving week triple header. Perfect way to end the night. Feels like the good pumpkin pie at the end of the Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah,
right?
no.
This game's been electric.
Feast week literally never disappoints, and I think for this one, we were getting a little disappointed at the half. We knew, though, that this team had a championship-level response, Wasatch, in the second half, and they certainly haven't disappointed. And honestly, I've been impressed with Sunrise Christian's ability to take a punch and be resilient, and it comes down to this. Like, this is the best part of basketball. Both teams are lining it up on their chalkboard, trying to figure it out. Can one team get a stop? Can another team score? That's the fun part.
Here we go. It's a 1-point game, 38 seconds left. You say put the ball in that man's hands. Junior County will play at UConn next year, and right now all that matters for him these final 38 seconds. His team down 1. And there's County. Harmon open for 3. Way strong. Matos corrals it, and Mansell fouls him.
Again, you kind of like the look. I still think I would have preferred a little bit more downhill action, but Cottrell Harmon wide open wing 3. I mean, you'll kind of take your chances there. And now you can play the foul game here a little bit. I mean, even if Sunrise Christian makes both, this is still very much a game with 31 seconds.
Christian Matos, probably the guy you want to take these. Perfect 6 for 6 from the stripe tonight.
He's been honestly the best player on the floor. Really has.
24 points for the Philly kid. Make it 25.
Just feels confident. Feels like he's walking up to the free throw line being like, this is no big deal.
I got this. My gym, my night. 3-point game. So monster possession here for Wasatch. Harmon takes contact. It's a foul on Winnie Tana. The last foul to give for Sunrise Christian. Next one needs free throws.
Yeah, and here comes the everlasting strategy of, like, do you foul up 3 or not? I think in this regard, fouling right now would be way, way too early. But if you're Wasatch, you just have to get a quality look. I think you need a 3.
Harmon goes to the hoop. County in the corner. 15 seconds left, down 3. And there is a timeout. Paul Peterson had 2, so uses one of them. Draw something up with 14.2. That felt like a disjointed start to the possession.
It did. I kind of liked the timeout because it felt like they were on the verge of like a pull-up, contested 3, probably not the best look. And again, you kind of have to trust like your baseline out-of-bounds place, sideline out-of-bounds place. They've gotten good looks. It just happened once before, right? Cottrell Harmon got a wide-open 3 off your baseline out-of-bounds play. Can you dial up another one here? For me, it feels like it's Harmon or it's going to be Mansell that takes this shot, unless County's, wide open.
We look at 3-point shooting today for Wasatch. Mansell has hit 2, but also missed 8 of them. County's 2 for 2. Winnie Tana 2 for 4, but didn't see him on the floor there.
Yeah, I think this could be a possession where he could get back out there. We'll see. Nope, they're staying big. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to prioritize maybe an offensive rebound. That's the thing here too. Like, I'm not trying to take the last shot here. I'm trying to take a quick one from 3 if I can, a quick open one from 3, because then that opens up opportunities for offensive rebound, a kick back out, and then you can also play the foul game if everything kind of goes wrong down the stretch.
Yeah, they've got the 7-footer Vuk Lazarevic there on the bottom of your screen. He'll match up with Marjanovic. What a treat. 14 seconds left. Wasatch down 3 with the ball. Here's Weegway to Harmon. An open 3, Mansell ties it up.
What a terrific out of bounds play. They're able to get Mansell coming off multiple screens and get a kickback for a wide open three, and he knocks it down. Really, really clutch.
Manu Monseal knots it at 54 with a beauty from downtown.
Just a great screen there by Wigwe to be able to hit a body and get his shooter open for the game-tying triple.
But it ain't over. All tied at 54, 4.8 seconds. Now it's Sunrise Christian's turn, so I'll ask you the same question. Who do you go to?
I mean, this one's a lot less complicated, right? It's been Christian Matos' time all night. I think with 4.8 seconds left, you probably have 4 dribbles. That's kind of the game plan there. And if I can get downhill, I'm in the bonus. I'm trying to be a heat-seeking missile in transition and just try to draw contact and get to the free throw line or get an open layup.
So you're going right to the can, bump bodies.
Get out of my
whistle.
way.
Yep.
Get out of my way. I'm a freight train downhill, and if someone gets in my way, I'm going through them, and I'm going to try to get to the foul line. Because, I mean, for the most part, in the second half, now officials, you don't want to kind of want to let the players win this game or lose this game on the floor. But they've called it a little tight in the second half, right? Like, we've had a decent amount of fouls here in the second half. So if you can initiate some contact on a drive, there's a good chance you can get a whistle, because a lot of guys have gotten whistles here in the second half. We had 7 fouls in the first half and 24 here in the second half.
And 26 points tonight for Matos. 4 of 5 from downtown, 8 of 8 from the stripe. Keep those numbers in mind heading into the final possession.
Especially for a lefty, you just don't want him to get to his strong hand. That's of utmost importance here for Wasatch.
So Fife will trigger it from about half court.
Keep an eye on Taiwo's offensive rebounding too. Like, he is very relentless on the boards. Even with 5 seconds left, that's time for him to get an offensive rebound.
Here we go, 4.8 seconds left. Tie game, Sunrise Christian with it, chance to win. It's Karem. The 3 for the win. Good! Karem at the buzzer.
What an unbelievable end to an unbelievable Feast Week performance.
Sunrise Christian wins a shocker. And the hero is Omar Karem. What a dagger.
That is a big-time shot. And look at the smile on his face. That is incredible. That is really incredible, because I felt like Wasatch guarded that great, that final possession great. They took away Christian Matos and an unbelievable game winner by Karem.
I mean, we were talking Matos. 26 points tonight, so electric, and it's Karem who plays hero.
Sometimes your heroes come from the most unlikely spots, and for tonight, it's a guy who comes off the bench and delivers the game winner. And that was a deep, deep 3.
Another look.
First option isn't open. Second option isn't open. And look at that. Butter.
Give me that. Karem the winner, 57-54 our final. He says, ice in my veins.
He can say whatever he wants after a game winner like that.
Here's the baseline look. Karem had Winnie Tana on him. The cross, the step back, the dagger. At the buzzer, what a beautiful way to end the night. Omar Karem and Christian Matos, both are Nike players of the game. And the final tonight, 57-54, Sunrise Christian wins an instant classic over Wasatch. Final thoughts?
Just really impressed by Sunrise Christian's ability to take an absolute haymaker from Wasatch, get up off the mat, and deliver the game winner in the clutch.
Oh, this sport is so beautiful. Monseal, the game tying 3, and then Karem, the game winner. So Sunrise Christian wins it, and that'll do it for our Tuesday triple header. One more game on League Ready coming tomorrow afternoon here at the Level Up Hoopfest. But for now, we will say goodnight alongside my partner Isaac Trotter and our wonderful crew on League Ready, Ryan Kowalski, Chad Boxenbaum, and Sam Kaiser. I'm Sam Brief saying so long from Utah. Have a great night.